First off, talk to me about your journey getting here to Harrisonburg.
My journey has been a long journey, but Harrisonburg has definitely made it special, a special journey. Being a big believer of my faith and leaning on God with this decision to come to James Madison, I certainly felt that He led me here. It's a decision that I prayed on every day, and I believe that He led me here more than just football. Just being in the community, being a leader, going to this school and leading people to Christ. It's just something that's real with me and something that I enjoy and embrace to do.
What was it, and what was it that made you think about JMU when you decided to transfer in terms of, well, the school atmosphere, but also maybe the football program too?
Well, I seen Coach Withers took the job in December sometime. I seen that on the internet or something, and I knew Coach Withers a little bit from his North Carolina days when I was getting recruited from North Carolina, and it was a thought. It started out as a thought, and I was like, man, that thought became even bigger and bigger as each day went on, and the opportunity that I would have here, and then seeing him get the staff that he got, and looking at the vision that he wanted for this program, that's when I started researching JMU. I started going on the internet, looking at the academic ratings, and looking at the school, looking at the stadium. It's a nice, beautiful stadium. That's when I went to doing my research, and from everything that I researched, and I'm living it right now, and it's a beautiful place, and I'm in love with it.
So from Atlanta to Harrisonburg, talk about maybe some cultural differences there.
Oh, yeah, different culture. Atlanta is the fast life. Harrisonburg is a slow life, but I'm more of a slow guy. I like to take my time, like to chill a little bit, lay back, relax. In Atlanta, I was always on the go. I had to move. That's just the culture there. But I certainly love the mountains and everything. This is a fun place. It might not look like it at first, but this is a very fun place, especially if you go to college at James Madison.
And from the ACC to the CAA, I know a lot of fans out there might, at first glance, might say, well, there's a big difference in talent. But those of us who follow CAA football know that there's a lot of talent in this conference and a lot of talent in 1AA football.
Oh, it's a lot of talent. I don't underestimate anybody. When I step on the field, everybody is just as good as me. I'm trying to outwork them. I'm trying to be better than them. I'm trying to think better than them. That's what a quarterback does. Trying to get the ball in my playmakers' hands. We certainly have a lot of weapons at receiver and tight end. The running back. So we could throw any running back in there. All of them are awesome and great. And this offensive line is huge. That's what really brought me here. I seen that offensive line. They're pretty big, and I think they can do some great things as far as protecting and getting the ball going.
You've had experience leading a team at Georgia Tech. Talk about with this new group here. You're new to the group. The coaching staff's new. How have you been able to work with the guys who've been here for a long time and maybe become a leader on this team?
We all come together at the same time, which is most important. I had the opportunity to come in with the new coaching staff, which was cool because the team embraced me since day one, just like they was embracing the new culture that we was about to embark in. And I always tell these guys, the guys that I hang around with all the time, I feel like I have been here for more than 6 months. I feel like I've been here since day one with them because our coaches put us through so much in January, February, through the spring. They put us through so much, and a lot of guys couldn't make it. A lot of guys dropped out and didn't want to be a part of this new era of JMU football. But our coaches preach one family, one focus, one voice, and that's certainly a thing that everybody brought into, and I believe in that, and I believe that we are a true family that's ready to play some good football.
Now, the other players I've talked to so far today have been players who are returning from last year, and I talked to them about the different schemes with the different coaching staff. You're coming in from a different team program as well. Maybe what do you bring with you from your experience at Georgia Tech schematically, but also what's Coach Withers and his staff doing differently than you're used to from your playing experience?
Well, it's some similarities, but it's a lot of differences as well. Obviously, I bring the option game back. I bring the leadership from leading a team in the ACC, playing good football. Guys, that's a lot of guys' dreams, and that was certainly one of my dreams. So playing in big games, beating USC in a bowl game, playing in the ACC championship against Florida State, who won the national championship the next year. That's just something that I bring, but it's not about me, and that's one thing that Coach Withers really brings to this team. It's not about me, but it's about we. And you know, we have the opportunity to go in our coach's office and just sit down and hang out, and not even talk about football. We can talk about anything. We talk about anything. So that's a big part of this culture. Really understanding each other, really bonding together. And our coaches with this offense, you know, they have a lot of different backgrounds, and I feel like their background is coming together as one. And just like we preach, one family, one focus, one voice, we all come together as one, and it's truly a blessing to be a part of this team.
So what do you feel in terms of expectations for this fall? I don't know how much you've done a lot of community work already. The fan base is excited, I'm sure, but also they expect a lot here out of JMU football. This nice new stadium that we're in, a couple years old, national championship just 10 years ago. What are your expectations and the team's expectations going into the season?
Well, I feel like you just said national championship 10 years ago. What other better time? And I'm not going to be big on expectation or things like that, but you know, we have a lot of excitement in this program. We got a lot of momentum and a lot of energy, a lot of juice, as our coaches would say. So we're certainly excited to kick off the new era of JMU football, and we want these fans here every week. We want them to travel. We want them to stay all 4 quarters strong, and I feel like that we can pull them out.